Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah are most likely the most talked about players this season for the Reds. Not just for their consistently world-class performances week in, week out, but unfortunately because of their uncertain future at the club. With little to no transparency from the club, it's an anxious time for Liverpool fans as we await the verdict on two of our most important players. Unfortunately, in today's video, we have some huge Virgil van Dijk news causing great concern. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Arne Slot gave little indication he is planning to start Federico Chiesa as a striker after his goal last time out, despite Liverpool supporters hoping for a change. Chiesa netted a late consolation off the bench in the Carabao Cup final defeat to Newcastle, with Slot having seen both Diogo Jota and Darwin Núñez misfire. With none of Liverpool's three regular options in the number 9 role, Jota, Núñez and Luis Diaz, impressing of late, there have been increasing calls for the Italian to start centrally. But Slot's comments on Chiesa coming into starting contention ahead of Wednesday's Merseyside derby were not exactly convincing. Asked if he saw the 27-year-old playing more of a role between now and the end of the season. Having only started 3 of his 11 appearances so far, the head coach gave no guarantee. It wasn't only that I didn't see a lot of him during training sessions because we had so many games, it was also because he was more than he wanted, more than we wanted injured, Slot said of Chiesa's struggle to break in. But it was good to see that he impacted the game when he came in against Newcastle. That is what has happened a lot this season already, that when players come in, they impact the game. The assist was from Harvey Elliott, who has impacted the game a few times now in the last 3 or 4 matches. So it's good to see that all these players are ready, and that is partly my job, but also partly the players' job to stay ready for the moment we need them. He's in competition with Mo Salah, and I don't think you can deny that Mo has had quite a good season. So that makes it sometimes tough for him, but we know we can trust him the moment we need him. Not only him, it's also all the other ones that maybe haven't played as much as Mo and Virgil, but we can trust them every time we need them. While Slot could spring a surprise against Everton, and he appears intent to at right back, describing his decision as something I will keep to myself, there seems no real change in Chiesa's situation. His comments would suggest that the number 14 is still primarily considered a right winger, with more likelihood of Jota or Diaz starting up front in the derby. Now, in the latest Virgil van Dijk update, Liverpool find themselves at a crossroads regarding the future of club captain Virgil van Dijk, as contract negotiations remain unresolved due to concerns over his age, sources revealed. The 33-year-old Dutch defender, who has been a cornerstone of Liverpool's success since his arrival from Southampton in 2018, is eager to extend his stay at Anfield. However, discussions have stalled over the length of the proposed deal, with the club wary of committing long-term to a player who will be 34 when the 2025-26 season begins. Despite his age, Van Dijk remains at the peak of his powers. He has been ever present for Liverpool this season, playing every minute in the Premier League under new manager Arne Slot, as the Reds push towards another title triumph. Additionally, he continues to play a vital role for the Netherlands and is expected to be a key figure for his national team at the 2026 World Cup. Liverpool are desperate to retain their experienced leaders, particularly Van Dijk and Mohamed Salah, as they brace for a potential exodus. The club is increasingly resigned to losing homegrown star Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is edging closer to a sensational free transfer move to Real Madrid when his contract expires this summer. With a squad overhaul looming, the Reds recognize the importance of keeping their leadership core intact. Van Dijk, a player who has won every major club honour during his time on Merseyside, remains one of the most respected figures in the dressing room. Having already made 41 appearances across all competitions this season, his durability and experience are undeniable. However, Liverpool must now weigh the risks of offering an extended deal to a player entering the twilight of his career. With crucial months ahead, the club faces a difficult decision: secure Van Dijk's services for the long term, or begin preparing for life without their defensive talisman. In other news, after a break dominated by scrutiny over Trent Alexander-Arnold's future, Arne Slot was asked about reports of an imminent free transfer to Real Madrid. Alexander-Arnold is expected to join Real Madrid when his contract expires this summer, with developments over the vice-captain's future leading to furious criticism over the break. Disowned by some supporters, the right-back is arguably aided in his situation in that he is currently sidelined with a hamstring injury and therefore won't be involved in the first game back. That will shield him from the immediate reaction from those in attendance for the Merseyside derby, but scrutiny will continue in the weeks to come. From Slot's public perspective at least, there is no change around Alexander-Arnold, with the head coach deflecting a question on his future on Tuesday. His situation is unfortunately that he's injured, the Dutchman replied. Otherwise, people would have probably spoken about him that he had 1 or 2 brilliant performances for the England team. But he's injured, and for him, that means he's fully focused on his recovery. And for us, that means that we try to help him to be back as soon as he can. For the rest, of course, for 8 months it went a bit up and down, maybe with all kinds of talks about him, Virgil or Mo. But we've never been focused on those talks, we've been focused on what we have to do. For Virgil and Mo, that is trying to win the Merseyside derby, and for Trent it is making sure he's fit as soon as he can. Alexander-Arnold's absence from the team has at least given a glimpse of life without the number 66, though Slot has also been without his main backup in Conor Bradley. But the Northern Ireland international is back in training, and in an update in his pre-Everton press conference, Slot even hinted he could be involved on Wednesday night. Conor is training with us again, but we have to make a decision on whether he's playing, and if playing means coming in or starting. He explained, "That's something I keep for myself." But he's only had a few sessions after being out for quite long with a recurring injury, so we have to make a smart decision with that as well. Ultimately, while uncertainty looms over Trent Alexander-Arnold's future, Liverpool's immediate focus remains on the Merseyside derby and their push for success under Arne Slot. With Conor Bradley edging closer to a return, the right-back position may soon have more clarity on the pitch, even as speculation of it continues. For now, Alexander-Arnold's priority remains his recovery, but the coming weeks will undoubtedly bring further scrutiny over his next move. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.